going on, everybody? Welcome back to the SOS Podcast, presented by All Season and Feel Good RVA. We're back at you. Quarantine can't stop this. I'm here once again with my awesome co-host, Great Britt.
Hey.
Great Britt.
Stopping nothing. We're still here.
Exactly. So, yeah, we're doing the FaceTime. We're social distancing. We're adhering to all the stuff, but we're still bringing you some entertainment because there's a lot to talk about with sex and other stuff, relationships, dating, and sex, and being single while in quarantine.
It's crazy. I'm over it.
You're ready to get back out there?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not really known for being an introvert, so this has been like yuck.
Yeah, I mean, I try to stress that to some of my friends. I'm like, yo, check on your extroverted friends, because you're good. Yeah, just check on your extroverted friends, because they're having the hardest time right now. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of having a ball. I'm an introvert. Like, the government told me to, avoid people and sit on my couch, and I was like, yo, there's like my two favorite things to do.
My opposite.
So, I mean, but, I'll say this for myself. Before the, all this started, before quarantining started, I was seeing somebody, and it really wasn't going that well, and I was trying to figure out how to break it off, and then conveniently, a pandemic happened, and I had a pretty good excuse not to really show up anymore. So, what about you?
You. Surprisingly enough, quarantine has sped along a situation that I was in beforehand, and I am no longer single.
Oh, okay. I've been hearing about that too. Sometimes the quarantine has been speeding some things along, and that's
For me, I feel like we are really only spending time with each other because obviously you don't want to just be around a shit ton of people.
Of course.
So it's just like it's led for like way more conversation and way more like alone time without like distractions. We're not like at a bar yelling over music and stuff like that. It's just, I feel like that's one plus side of the quarantine, that it's given us like more time for like intimacy, I guess, is like a good way to put it.
Well, yeah, totally. My one friend was texting me the other day and said he told me that he realized that, like, I don't think I can move in with my girlfriend. I was like, how do you know that right now? He said, well, at the beginning of quarantining, we were just hanging out like we do, and we were just doing. Anyways, long story short, she brought the majority of the groceries in his house, so she just stayed and not left.
She had a plan.
You think you trapped him?
I feel like she might have had a plan.
She set the trap.
I see now it's a thing, like, well, I guess not now. It's always been a thing. But women like to put themselves in a position where they feel they're being needed or they will be needed. So it's like, oh, you can't function without me because I do so much for you.
And that's the thing. Women like to feel needed. I could see that. I can, like, looking on my past, I probably should have caught that a couple times.
She's like, don't you love that I bought you all these groceries? Yeah. Don't you love it?
She set the trap. I feel for you, buddy. You'll be, thoughts and prayers. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff to say. I mean, also, a lot of people have been saying with the relationship with some people are home from work a lot more, so they're around their spouse a lot more, and also a lot of people are talking about like people quarantining together and having so much alone time. They're like talking like there's going to be some big baby boom.
Oh no, sorry, I don't want that for me. But that does make sense. It does.
I mean, I kind of think it might level out just because. I mean, I know a lot of people that are quarantining together are having sex, but also random singles aren't having sex anymore and having babies, which totally happens.
You're right.
You know, so I feel like, I mean, we'll see by the end of this year, like come October, you know, we'll see how many
Now,
people have babies. So I was thinking about that. Yeah, I don't know how many kids are going to be coming around, but be safe, use a rubber, wear a glove.
very true. Safe sex is the best sex.
Yeah. So, but also there's some people because of their jobs. Somebody sent me something into the or DM me this about for us to discuss about couples and one. You know, if somebody has an essential job and they're still going to work, how do they deal with that?
I saw, I think on Twitter, this couple, which everybody would not have this option, but this couple like moved the dad husband into the garage for the time that he had to like work at the hospital or has to.
That makes sense, and I feel like there's some, not all, because they've been trying to figure out how to accommodate everybody when it comes to patients and medical people about to quarantine them and make everybody as safe as possible. But some have had, I guess, their own place to go with the hospital, but not all. But I know that there's one friend told me she said she works at a grocery store, and that she's a single mom, sent the kid to her sister's, stay at her sister's for the time being, just because, and she's around all that stuff all the time, and she doesn't want to take the risk. So
Yeah,
that's one way to look at it. So
it's tough. It's weird. I hate it, honestly.
you're ready to get back out there.
But it's more than that. It's really like, and don't get me wrong, like I see the positives and like I really feel our way of living could possibly be better when we come out of this, but it's just to so abruptly have like your sense of normalcy taken away and then replaced with all of this uncertainty. It's like really stressful.
Yeah, I mean, as the music world, like my whole life got canceled in like 2 days.
Right.
It was crazy. And I was just like, oh, this is what we're doing now. Yeah, it was tough, and it was definitely some panic at first, and then and there were a ton of people talking about unemployment and these checks are coming in, and
I got my first unemployment payment yesterday.
hey, now I apply, I still gotta get my PIN, but
Weekly claims.
yeah, I need to get my claims, yo. I'm trying to claim it. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of seeing people's home workouts.
Home workouts and I don't know, some TikToks are cool, some I'm like over.
TikTok has really taken off during this virus.
Next level. It's not even a wonder that they were able to make such a big donation just like recently because
Oh, they made a donation?
Yeah, they're like, I forgot what they're doing, but they're trying to like help the cause. But I'm sure that their funds are crazy right now.
Dude, there's some people that everybody's doing it. First of all, I think it was geared towards kids or something like that, but I don't see no kids using it. I see a bunch of my friends.
It started off like teenage girls, and now it's like, I just saw, it was like 3 older people in like their 60s doing some type of like shuffle slide ordeal. I was just like, this is really reaching everyone.
Back to the ships. I have another story about a relationship, but it's about a dissolving relationship. Somebody I know was basically their relationship was on the outs. Somebody they live with, and they had planned to make a move, and this is planned months and months and months ago for this move. Anyways, they were supposed to get the keys on April 1st, and then all this shit started to happen.
And now they can't move?
I mean, they're still working on it. They got the keys, so they're making. I mean, they have a month to move, but I couldn't imagine going through all this, like a breakup, a move, and a pandemic all at the same time.
I was wondering before with what we were saying about like couples being stuck together. I wonder about breakups, because if you've been together for a while, I would feel like this would be a time where like your partner's traits are amplified because you have to like sit there with them all day.
Oh, you're around them all the time. I mean, if I feel like some relationships are really getting tested.
Right. Will you stop fucking chewing so loud? I'm going to fucking punch you in the throat. I wonder how many times that's been said over the last week.
How long you been playing PS4? I know I had to come up at least a handful of times.
Probably.
I mean, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah. Thank God Animal Crossing just came out. I'm not a big fan, but I know a lot of people are. I'm sure that's been helpful.
Oh, I've been a lot of Netflix.
Same. What are you watching?
Just some random stuff, some Hulu stuff, and some. Oh yeah, so check this out. If you have Verizon FiOS, Showtime is free this month. So I've been watching Showtime.
The more you know.
The more you know. I'm giving to you people. I'm giving you some info. But yeah, I watched this one show called "I'm Dying Up Here." It's about It's a drama about comedians in the '70s. That's great. What else did I watch? I've been in. I went and watched Workaholics.
Okay.
What is it? Of course, I had to catch the Tiger King. I watched the Tiger King.
Oh, gotta touch on that a little.
I really can't even want to. I have discussed in depth this fucking show.
We'll just leave it at Carol Baskin is not an innocent woman.
That bitch Carol Baskin. I mean, you know, what a time to be alive. They canceled the NBA, and all of a sudden we're watching a gay dude who raised tigers.
So, okay, just this one thing. Like, this is a relationship and sex show. So
yeah, let's get into it.
I just don't understand. I've never done meth. I don't know how big of a control of people's lives meth has, but will it really make you marry two gay men when you're not gay? Like, is it that?
Dude, both of those husbands were not gay.
Yeah, supposedly they were not gay but they married him because he was supporting their meth habit.
Well, they're gay for pay.
That's just so weird. Dude had Property of Joe Exotic tattooed over his dick, and like Joe tattooed in like multiple spots. You're not gay? How not gay?
It's just like he's like, look, man, it was a lot of money, it's a lot of meth.
Yeah, I'm just like, what? How are you not gay? Meth must be very strong.
I mean, I gotta say, I must say, I think, I think gay sex sounds more terrifying than raising tigers.
It reminds me of like, have you seen those like cigarette commercials where it's like you sign the contract over for your life because you always have to like do what the cigarette says? It's like, is that meth? Is that how? Maybe meth should be those commercials, not cigarettes.
I take it back. The raising tiger sounds more scary than gay sex. But they did both.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It was I mean the man, that Joe Exotic dude, has had 5 husbands, which I'm just like, how do you stay married like this? I can like barely get a text back. This man's having marriages like for fun.
You know what? I'm bored in quarantine. I think I'm gonna get married today.
Uh-oh.
He was getting them off of like Grindr type deals, I think, like online.
Yeah, I guess